Hello, this is David from the Bookman in Orange, and I welcome you to Things Found in Old Books. Today, we're going to continue with the Rivers of America series that we started with last week. This gentleman was able to collect many little items in his books, and this is back in the 40s, and they've all come to light now, and I share them with you. We are going to start with this one. The James River. Inside is a newspaper article. And again, you can tell it's been there a while. You can see how brown it is. So on the front here is a picture of a big boat. Now this is from 1942, and they just launched it. It's the Essex battleship for World War II. But what I found interesting was on the back, it says Navy morale. Maybe you don't think your letters really help. So it's a whole article about sending mail to sailors at sea, how lonely they are and how much they miss their families, and how that you writing a letter will help the morale of the Navy back in 1942 when the World War II is at its height. So they wanted you to keep those cards and letters coming to the sailors, because they were doing lonely duty out there in the Pacific. And it's very heartfelt article, and I thought it kind of gave a little encapsulation of the time. Besides just reading a book about World War II, it kind of gives you a sense of that the war was real, and for the people at home to maybe take part in it. And just as a little sidelight here, it says, Gareth wants to act as his own attorney. It was a big, giant murder trial back in 1942. I think this was the Valentine murderer, and he wants to be his own attorney. Anyway, in this book here, the Kentucky, was this little note, typed out note. Now, the note itself makes no sense to me, really. And I will read it to you here, and you can help me decipher this one. It says, if you and Val, now Val is the person who owns this book. His name is Valentine Mowers, and his book plate is in all the books, right there. Valentine Maurer. He owned all these books. He put a little book plate in each book. So it says, if you and Val, so this must be to Val's wife, should like to go see Rosemarie, despite the fact that she is an eyesore each day, well, we can plan 2 for the Rosemarie. That is the show. I admit this Rosemarie, the writer. So what I'm assuming is that the person who wrote this letter or note is named Rosemarie, and they want to take Val and the wife to go see Rosemarie, which was a little operetta that was pretty popular at the time. And if you prefer Carmen Jones to such a sweet girl as Rosemarie. So it's kind of a long-winded way of saying you want to go to the show. And it's actually kind of, I don't quite get it. But anyway. And finally, in the Brandywine, and we talked about old Val Maurer, he even had his little calling card. Now, calling cards must have been popular at one time. I never understood quite how they worked. Because all it says on there, it says Valentine Maurer, and it says 483 23rd Avenue. Doesn't say what city, doesn't say what state, just 23rd Avenue, and the guy's name. Hi, I'm Valentine, and here's my card. No phone number. That's who I am. Hey Val, how's it going? Thanks. Anyway, so that's his card. He's the owner of the books. And lastly, the last thing I'll share is a little picture, a little girl in an inner tube, taken August 1947. And all these books are about rivers. So let's just assume that she's on one of the rivers floating gently by in her inner tube. And that's all I have for today. I appreciate you coming by. Good day.